Hello everyone, my name is Fatma Sheikh, student of KLS College of Education, Ankola. Today I shall be discussing about Jean Piaget's theory of cognitive development. Before moving on this concept, let me have a look on meaning of theories of development. Theoretical approaches to development. So, let's begin with introduction. A theory is a set of interrelated construction, concepts, definitions, and the preposition. Therefore, theories provides the necessary framework which guide in making observation and discoveries through research. Piaget's theory of cognitive development. Cognitive theory of development. So, let's begin with introduction. Jean Piaget was a Swiss biologist, originally trained as a biologist. His cognitive development theory was proved in three angles. First, stages of cognitive development. Second, developmental theory of learning. Third, conservational task. Stages of cognitive development. There are four stages of cognitive development. So, they are first sensory motor stage 0 to 2 years, second pre-operational stage 2 to 7 year, third concrete operational stage 7 to 11 year, fourth formal operational stage 11 to 15 year. First sensory motor stage and second pre-operational stage. So the first one is sensory motor stage 0 to 2 years. The period when knowledge is based on infants as sensation and physical action. During the interaction of the first few months, the children is able to control his environment by making physical movement. Second, pre-operational stage 2 to 7 year. The pre-operational stage is a period of rapid development of language. Imitation is where a child can mimic someone's behavior even when the person they are imitating no longer in front of them. Third, concrete operational stage, and fourth one, formal operational stage. So the third one is concrete operational stage 7 to 11 years. Here the child learn logical concrete rules about object such as height, weight and volume. It is another major turning point of cognitive development. Fourth, formal operational stage 11 to 15 years. The teenagers begins to think about moral, social and political issues. Thus they verify all the possible solutions in a systematic and logical way. Second, developmental theory of learning. Second, developmental theory of learning. Here, in the developmental theory of learning, we can learn about human mind. Human mind has been divided into two parts. First, cognitive structure and second, cognitive function. Cognitive structure which tells about schema and cognitive function which tells about assimilation, accommodation and equilibration. Schema means everything you know. In cognitive structure, we can learn about schema. Piaget called schemas as cognitive structure. Schema describes both mental and physical action involved in understanding. This pattern may be simple as well as complex. As the development proceeds, each pattern enlarges and changes. In cognitive function, we can learn about assimilation, accommodation, as well as equilibration. In cognitive function, assimilation plays a very important role. Assimilation implies incorporation of something from the environment. Second, accommodation, learning a new schema which is more appropriate from the new object. The body develops a new schema. This is called as accommodation. Thus, Piaget says all about schema, assimilation, accommodation, as well as equilibration. So the third one is equilibration. The schema change from one stage to another by the process of the equilibration. This is a process of restoring, and this process of restoring balance is called as an equilibrium. Piaget believes that learning depends on this process. So the last angle is conservation task. In conservational task, the task help us to understand how children understand the things at different ages. First, conservation of liquid. Second, conservation of weight. Third, conservation of number. Fourth, conservation of length. And fifth one, conservation of solid, etc. The next one is cognitive theory of Brunner. So, let's begin with introduction. Brunner is considered as an advocate of learning by discovery. He was born in 1915 in New York. The human brain has three modes of representation, and they are: first, inactive mode; second, iconic mode; third, symbolic mode. First, iconic mode. This refers to event being represented in terms of action. Very young children can often understand things but in terms of action. Second, iconic mode. Iconic mode of thinking indicated images of the world formed in concrete terms. Knowledge is primarily stored in the form of visual images. Third, vertical mode. Vertical mode is also called as symbolic mode. The children are able to develop abstract images at this stage because they can now translate their experience into language. Last but not the least, educational implication of cognitive development. First, activity and cognitive growth. Second, curriculum and cognitive development. In curriculum and cognitive development, there are 2 points. First, curriculum should provide specific educational experience. Second, problem solving should be encouraged. Third, learning materials, and fourth one, sports and games. Conclusion. Thus, this theory is also known as instrumental conceptualization. A theory is a set of interrelated construction, concepts, definitions, and the preposition. Thanks to one and all.